Today I'm going to show you how to make your bricks for your background of your graffiti project in two different ways, a beginner and an advanced level. So in the advanced level, you will include the grout, like this image. The beginner, you don't have grout. So if you want to include the grout, just fast forward to about midpoint in the video. All right, here we go. Okay, to get started, you will need your ruler, your nice graffiti paper, and just a pencil. Should work fine. So to get started, you're probably going to have your graffiti already done in the middle of your page, and you've already outlined it. So let's just kind of make a fake kind of graffiti shape. That's where your graffiti might be. So your background's going to be all around it like this. So you're going to take your ruler, and this is the beginning level bricks. So this is kind of the more simple form. Whenever I set up my ruler, and you can use a straight edge, anything with a straight edge, another piece of paper, a book, a shoebox, a cereal box, anything you have that has that straight edge on it. Hopefully you have a ruler though, because I like to, when I'm using a ruler, I just kind of line up this edge right here with my paper. Then I know my line is straight across my page, really nice, because the ruler is a 90-degree angle. So whenever you line up this edge, it creates a 90-degree angle right here, and you have a really nice horizontal line. So for these bricks, I'm just going to go ahead and start with one line anywhere. And then I'm going to move about, you can always make it the width of your ruler. You can like measure how far apart you want each of your bricks. I'm actually going to make mine the width of my ruler. I think that will be nice. So you're really just, these horizontal lines that you're creating are going to be the height of your bricks. And you're going to do that behind your graffiti. So when you hit your graffiti, you stop right there. You're not going to draw inside where you've got your graffiti name. Fill up your whole background. Make sure you get all the spots. Once you've filled up your background, you're going to want to do your vertical lines. And these have to alternate because bricks don't line up perfectly. They kind of alternate back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So we're going to start our vertical lines kind of over here at the edge, and we're going to do a line. We're going to make sure it's perfectly perpendicular to our horizontal lines by making sure this is straight on the edge of the paper up here. And you want a nice vertical line with 90-degree angles in here between your horizontal and vertical. So you made a perpendicular vertical line to your previous horizontal lines. And I'm only going to put a vertical line on my bricks on every other one. So I'm going to go here, skip, here, skip, here, skip, here, skip, here. Then I'm going to decide how fat do I want my bricks. I'm going to kind of make it that fat so it reaches the edge of the page. Then I'm going to kind of estimate this to try and make those equal. So there. Not going behind my graffiti. Oops. And look, I put a line right there when I should not have. So I'm going to erase that out because right now I'm adding lines to the same ones I had already added lines to. It's okay if you mess up. Now I know how wide all my bricks are. So when I go to do the bricks in between these two rows that I already did, the lines will always be at the halfway point. So I'm going to put my ruler right there where I think that half the size brick is, and I'm going to add the lines to the rows that don't have lines yet. So it's like I'm going zigzag. And I'm going to do that to this row as well. When you kind of go to the halfway point, it's going to make all your bricks on this row the same size as that row. So now you can see my bricks are all the same size. So I'm going to keep going and fill up the rest of my background. There you go. That's how you do your beginning level bricks. And you can see all the bricks are the same size and they're alternating like actual brickwork. That's it. Now I'm going to show you how to do the advanced style bricks. So when you do the advanced style bricks, you're basically just doubling up your lines so that you have a grout line in between each of your bricks. And it's pretty simple to do. So here's our fake graffiti in the middle, right? That's where our name is, or your powerful word, whatever you chose. And we're going to start with horizontal lines again. And we're going to line our ruler up really nice with the edge of our page, like that. Make sure your ruler is a really nice horizontal across your page. Hold it tight as you're making your line. Don't go through your graffiti word, only go behind it. Alright, so there's our beginning line. But now for this advanced style, we're going to make the grout line. So we're going to double it like this. Just kind of guesstimate how wide you want your grout. Boop. And then you do the height of your brick. And then grout line. Height of brick, grout line. Height of brick, grout line. Keep going like that till you fill up your page. Once you've filled up your whole page with all your horizontal lines, including your grout lines, now we're going to do the same thing we did the beginner level, but we're going with our vertical lines and we're still alternating back and forth, back and forth. So we're going to start with our bricks about right here. We're going to make sure our line is perpendicular to our horizontal lines. We're going to make it as straight as possible, creating all these right angles in here. And we're going to go with every other row of bricks. So here, skip, here, skip, here, skip, here. And then scoot just a little bit over for a grout line. Here, here. We skipped that one because it's behind, and there. Now, what's the width of that brick? Let's make them about that size. All right. Here, skip, or skip, here, skip, here, skip, here. Plus grout line. And then we're going back and we're going about halfway in there to do the opposite rows, or the rows that we just skipped. So let's say here, skip, because we already did that one here. Skip, here, skip, here. And you add your grout line. Now to finish those bricks and make sure they're about the same size as the other rows. Here, skip, here, skip, here, skip, here, plus grout line. And then you just keep going like that. Keep it going. And there we go. You have your finished background of bricks. Now, the last thing that you want to do on this style of bricks, you need to go back and erase these little lines where your horizontal meets your vertical. And the reason why is because if you leave your grout white, You don't want to see these little lines where everything connects. It just doesn't look as good. So you do have to go back and erase that because it's really going to, I mean, look how much nicer that looks now with those lines gone as compared to this side. So get rid of all these little connecting lines. That way your finished project or product will look like that, and you can leave your grout lines white, or you can color them a light gray. You could even do a light brown. And that's it for your advanced brick background. There will be another video on how to add color to your bricks successfully. Thanks, guys.